Welcome to episode 65 of the Family Geekery podcast. I'm Amber.
I'm Dani.
And I'm Chris.
And today we've got one of my favorite things in the entire world to talk about, and that's Percy Jackson. But specifically the new show coming out. But first, Geeky Week? Geeky Week, is that what we called it?
Geeky Weeks, yeah.
It's time for Geeky Weeks.
Not to be confused with WikiLeaks.
Or WikiFeet.
What?
You can find us there too.
No, you can't.
Feet Finder.
Family Feedery.
Family Feedery.
Well, we're off to a great start. Anyways, what'd you guys do this week besides look at Feet Finder?
Ooh, pick me.
Chris?
I always go last, so I figured
you can
I'd jump out there. I started playing a new game last night.
Oh,
what game?
That's what geeks do. I started playing. Let me rephrase that. I started playing a new to me game last night. It was Death Stranding.
Wait, I've heard that. Wait, that's the one
1994.
with Norman Reedus.
Yeah. No, it's several years old, but it's been on my to-do list for a long time, and found myself with a few spare moments last night, so I booted it up and started playing, and it is quite weird to start with. I've heard that it's weird, like the concept, like the overall concept of the story is weird, but it's still enjoyable.
Is it a space game? Or is it like an apocalypse game?
It's like something happens to either the country or the world. I'm not sure at this point, but definitely the country.
And then he fights zombies and then moves to France, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
So like
no, but they're using a lot of acronyms to start, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's just, I don't know. But they're using a lot of acronyms, and I'm slowly deciphering all the acronyms. But there's like invisible creatures that kill people. There's coming back from the dead and being reborn into your own body. There's they use a baby in a tube to see or sense these invisible creatures. Like
I don't know what that means.
Like there's it's like a artificial womb, like glass jar with a tube that comes off it, and they jack that tube into some tube on their suit, and then all of a sudden they can sense these bad creatures. And they had a name for this baby, and I don't know what this, it must be like...
It's another acronym.
I called him a something baby, like a boom baby or something, I don't know.
A beanie baby?
But I think I'm gathering that, these babies are born with the ability to see them, and if you just like jack their umbilical cord into your suit, then you can see them too or something.
Dani looks scared right now.
So it's a little weird. And then when people die, you have to like get them to an incinerator within a certain amount of time where they explode like nuclear bomb type explosions.
Interesting.
Okay.
But your quest is just to deliver stuff from city to city. So that's what Norman Reedus is doing. Is he's just the world's best like Uber Eats guy, except he's bringing like penicillin or different medicines from one city to another. And that's your overall mission, is to do that. So I don't know if it's going to be open worldish, such as like Grand Theft Auto 5, where if all you wanted to do is just do these missions over and over again, and then eventually go back and do some story mode type stuff. But we'll see. I'm only like an hour or two into it, so I'll report back when I have more babies jacked into my body.
That's a good segue into what I did, because I spent 12 times that amount of time playing a new game called Baldur's Gate. I talked about it last week and talked about how I couldn't download it on my bad Wi-Fi. Well, I've since gained better Wi-Fi and played it for 12 hours this week over the last couple of days. And that's not me getting 12 hours into the story. No, it's me getting 9 hours into the story, I think. And then reloading it a bunch of times for the other couple hours. Because sometimes you make the wrong decision, or sometimes you want to save the game and try to kill a bunch of things randomly or do like a bunch of weird stuff just to see what happens. And knowing that you're going to fail, so you just save and reload it later. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that.
You know, there was a time I was like way into RPGs growing up, and all the RPGs I had, because they were on like Apple II computers and, you know, very primitive computers, you would have to save onto your disk, you know, your floppy disk, which you've seen pictures of. So you'd save onto the disk before you did anything, because one, the same thing that you're talking about, like there may be something that happens that may ruin your game and you want to reload it. But two, since everything is stored on these disks, like your computer could crash at any point, and the more you save, the more chance you have at saving this game that you've spent 80 hours on. But there was a time where you would just get into like a perfect rhythm of, you know, quit and save. And actually the game I'm talking about is like the Ultima games. You'd hit the Q button, which was quit and save, but you could just keep on playing. So you'd hit Q, you'd go into the battle, and then if it worked out good. If not, then you'd load your save again. And you'd do this over and over again. Well, this was such a part of my life that I would find myself in real world situations and I'd be like, quit and save. You know,
Oh no.
I would say that to myself, you know, in my head, and then I would go into battle with some dude or something, you know. But I wanted to make sure that I could
hold my bags,
redo the battle if I needed to. But yeah, it was just a weird, like, it was so inbred in my brain that that it was like just a natural reaction to think, oh, I've got no, you know, I can pull out into traffic in my vehicle, because if I crash, I can just reload my save. So it became actually dangerous, almost as dangerous as playing Grand Theft Auto 3 for 10 hours at a time and then going driving. That was also poor life decisions of my own.
Well,
but cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. I honestly don't usually like RPGs that much, but this one's really cool. And the graphics, oh my goodness, they're just so great. And it's like actually really cool because it's got rolling in it. Like, oh, you have to roll a 4, and then you roll a 1, and then you quit and reload your save.
There you go.
But like while you're talking to people, you have the option to save right then and there. So you can like save, fail a roll, reload until you do it. But I'm playing on like medium mode, so most of the like conversation rolls are like 10 or like 4 that you have to roll, and it's like really easy to get that. But there's always that off chance that you roll a nat 1 and just fail miserably.
Did you roll your character?
What do you mean?
Your in the character creation process, did
like
you actually
stats?
Roll your stats? Yeah. Or did you allocate?
I think it comes when you make your character. I think it defaults to certain stats, and then you can like adjust those how you want. There's probably an option to make them random, but I don't remember. It would make sense because that's what you do in normal D&D.
I would think that would be like
the way you do
the most essential thing you would do for rolling.
Right.
Rolling your character.
It was just like, you have 40 points, put them where you want, kind of like Sims 2 personality.
Yeah, I was just thinking
so that Dani can actually understand something that we're talking about.
No, I was understanding. Putting
Cleanliness.
Like you have a limited amount of points and you put them where you want.
Yeah.
Always 0 points to cleanliness.
No, because then your Sims don't wash their plates after they're eating, which takes like an hour for them to do.
That's why you marry someone that has like a 7 in cleanliness.
Yeah, and cleaning is a skill that you have to learn in Sims 2.
And you kill her husband before you marry her. Rip goth.
Well, which goth are you talking about? Because Bella Goth's not in. I can go on and on about Sims 2 lore. Bella Goth's not there. She's missing, so I don't know who.
Welcome to our Sims 1, 2, 3, 4 episode. We already had a Sims episode, didn't we?
We did already have
2.
We should go back.
Nice. All right. How about you, Dani?
I don't think I have anything geeky.
Nothing
I'm
geeky.
back at school. Yay.
Yay.
A new Fortnite season comes out on Friday. That's
Bruh.
about as geeky stuff as I got.
Cool. All right, so let's get into this episode, and let me explain my idea of how we're going to do this. And I came up with this idea because my two daughters are much more knowledgeable on the Percy Jackson lore and the books and the movie, the previous movie. There's 2 movies, right?
There's 2 movies. We don't
Okay.
talk about them, though.
I forgot about the second one. But
Yeah, so did I.
I have only limited knowledge on the series, other than I remember Uma Thurman was
What?
Medusa, right? Uma Thurman
Really?
was Medusa, yeah.
I think so.
And then,
And Rosario Dawson was Persephone.
oh, I forgot that. But we had James Bond was Chiron, one of the James Bonds. And was this Dr. McSteamy?
No.
Was
No, it was the Scottish one. Was
McDreamy?
Poseidon. No.
Oh, Hunt?
What's his name?
Yeah, Dr. Hunt.
Dr. Hunt.
Dr. Hunt was in Percy Jackson?
He was Poseidon.
Yeah, and I remember watching that and seeing him and being so excited, not because he was in Grey's Anatomy, but because
he was in Rome.
He was in Rome, yes. A great TV show that you have yet to watch yet.
I watched 30 minutes of the first episode.
You need to watch both seasons.
The only things I watch on HBO are TV shows from my middle school era.
But yeah, so long story short, my knowledge is limited, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some prompts to talk about based on the 30-second teaser trailer that has come out.
Because the first trailer was 40 seconds, and for some reason, the second trailer, after they have filmed the show, is shorter.
That's how they get you.
I don't understand.
They want to get that ticket money.
It comes out in 4 months, and we have a 30-second trailer.
But yeah, so I didn't gather all of this, so what I'm going to do is give them some discussion prompts and have them explain to me the importance of this stuff in the aspect of what this new show will hopefully do compared to what the older movie did not do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Sounds good.
But first, we're all going to share, if we were a demigod, who would our godly parent be? I'll give you guys some time to think. Do you need a rundown on the gods?
Yeah.
Both of you?
I've played Smite.
I don't remember all of them.
You've played Smite, okay. Oh my goodness. Then maybe we won't do that. I can't explain all of Classic's history to you guys.
Well, I know what each of them means.
Okay.
I just don't remember the list of them.
Who's the one that runs around, drinks wine, and belches?
Dionysus.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dionysus?
No.
Yes.
Big fat guy.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Bacchus is his
Bacchus,
Roman name.
That's the name I know him by. That has nothing to do with who my parents
Big
are.
than the globe.
Well, that's Mr. D. Mr. D's nuts.
But that seems like a cool person to have as a parent.
He wears like tiger skin or cheetah skin or something like that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't judge. I grew up
He's
in
actually
Florida.
got a really cool birth story. He like exploded out of some lady.
Haven't we all?
I mean, when you're a kid of Zeus, that thing tends to happen.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways.
All right, I'm sticking with Bacchus.
Okay, Mr. D. What about you, Dani?
I don't know. Artemis?
She doesn't have kids. Pick again.
Oh, that's right. She has her girl squad. Girl squad.
Girl squad.
I don't know. Give me a list.
Okay. Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, but Apollo, Athena, Ares, Demeter,
Hermes. Okay, Hermes.
Hermes? You a little
Yeah.
trickster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I remember playing Minecraft back in the day, and I would play on these Camp Half-Blood servers, and it would always have you pick your godly parent first. These were actually really good because they like built Camp Half-Blood and like built all the cabins and stuff. It was pretty fun. I think my godparent would be Athena though, because smart, and also she get angry. She get angry sometimes.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Anyways, back to your regular scheduled programming.
All right.
The actual point of the show.
So I'll give you the prompt. Like, for example, the first one is they showed Grover's legs.
How do you miss that in the trailer?
So okay. Why would that be important? And I have the answer, but I want to see if you come up with the answer. Why would that be important compared to the original movie? What, 2010?
What do you mean compared to the original movie? What was wrong with Grover in the original movie was like the only reason to watch it.
Oh yeah, I just saw him on Family Feud last night.
Really?
Celebrity Family Feud, dude's hilarious.
Well, Grover is a satyr, meaning he got goat legs. Oh, is it because he had goat legs and in the first one he had like donkey legs or something?
It's because they didn't have a big CGI budget, I guess, and they kept having him on crutches, and they had pants, and they would like have him hopping around and not show his legs sometimes.
Well, that's because he was in like regular world.
Yeah. There's a thing called, I forget what it's called. It's called like the mist or
the
something.
pixie dust.
Yeah, pixie dust. Basically, it's like it shrouds all the weird stuff from mortals so that they can't really tell. And so actually, like in the books, Grover did walk with crutches because of his like disability or whatever of having goat legs. So
okay,
that was like pretty accurate actually in the first movie. But I guess it is cool that they can do CGI legs and not make them look super thick.
True.
Cool. So maybe that first example was just a stretch compared on the
they don't know what
website.
They're talking about.
The website.
I mean, they're probably doing it for budget reasons, but it was also with the story.
Yeah, like wearing long pants is a lot easier to do than wearing donkey pants. I bet that stuff was hot to wear.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is not, I don't think, anything that improves upon the original movie, but it's just one of those, ooh, cool. Hey, they showed a pair of eyes. Whose eyes were those that they showed?
What were they?
It just flashed on for a second. It was a female with
I didn't
blue eyes.
know whose eyes those were.
Oh, is that Medusa?
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be Medusa.
I remember like they had like something on their head, which I guess was snakes.
Probably.
That makes more sense.
Because in the book, well, in the first movie, Percy, he fights Medusa, right? And it's a reference to whoever killed Medusa in the original, which was like, Perseus? I don't know. I think Perseus. Maybe it was Jason. I don't know. It was probably Perseus. So he was like using his shield as reflection, like in the original myth, because like you could see her through the reflection and it wouldn't turn you to stone, I guess. In the movie, what does Percy use? He uses a cell phone. He uses like an iPhone 4 or something. You know why that's so unrealistic?
Why?
Because
I feel you're going to tell us.
Because technology attracts monsters to demigods, so they don't even use them. Why did he have a cell phone? Anyways,
so hopefully it's a shield this time.
Hopefully they actually do it.
Or at least the blade of a sword.
I think the sword is what Percy used or something. I don't know. He used something more, more better than a cell phone that would attract monsters. He
used an Android phone. Everybody knows if you're going to kill Medusa, you don't go with an Apple.
Android.
All right. Next up, they showed a character in the movie that wasn't in the first movie, and that was Ares.
Yep. Wait, what? Ares wasn't in the...
No, he wasn't.
What?
So they showed him, and he's pretty predominant in the teaser, but there's something wrong with his eyes.
What's wrong with his eyes?
As far as the trailer goes, or the teaser. How is his eyes depicted in the book?
Doesn't he wear sunglasses?
Sunglasses, right?
Right.
Because he's like a biker guy.
Because he has no eyes.
What?
Oh. I don't remember that.
In the books, like supposedly.
Oh.
He's just
Maybe
got
that's
like
also the mist.
he just got like burning fire holes or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
All I remember is that he like takes Percy to a diner or something, and
That's what. Yeah, I
they
remember
have
that too.
they have food
He has a
together.
little lunch.
Get some pancakes.
I think they go to like Waffle House or
Waffle
something.
House.
Nice. I would be very excited if this new show has Waffle House depicted in it. That's my Camp Half-Blood right there. That's where I'm with all my
Waffle
people.
House and the three fates are there because I'm not going to continue.
Oh my goodness.
Because they all share like one eye and one tooth.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Waffle House. I love you so much.
We're going to have to cut that out.
That's my people you're talking about.
And they make good food.
All right, next up. Percy's cabin. So Percy's cabin is shown just briefly, but people are excited about it versus the depiction of it in the original movie. Do you know why?
I don't know, but I remember it looked really cool in the original movie.
So how are all the different cabins in Camp Half-Blood described in the books?
You know, I don't remember. Well, they're laid out in the shape of an omega, like in a U shape.
Apparently, each one is decorated to depict their godparent.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess in this one, people are excited that they did a really good job on what's Water Dude's name? Neptune?
Poseidon.
Poseidon.
You're just living in
Poseidon's
Rome right
cabin.
now.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll come back for you when we do the Heroes of Olympus series, when they make that into a movie or show.
What is Clash of the Titans? That's all Greek, right?
I think so.
The original 1970s movie. I made you watch it once.
You did make me watch it once. I think isn't that Perseus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perseus Jackson was his full name.
Well, that is what Percy is named after. He's named after Perseus.
Sounds like it. All right, next up, we've got Annabeth's Fury Fight. What is that?
That's a good question. All I remember about Annabeth is that she has a New York Yankees hat that turns her invisible.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the article and read to you this to see if it jogs your memory. Oh, okay. So Fury Fight is not the name of a type of fight. It's the name of what she is fighting. So it says at one point in the trailer for Percy Jackson and Olympians, Annabeth can be seen stabbing a creature with her knife. This creature is likely a Fury, one of the fates of Greek mythology that attacks Annabeth, Percy, and Grover on a bus. And the background of the scene looks like a New York City bus.
All I remember is the Fury that attacks Percy at the art museum in the beginning. Miss Dodson, or whatever her name is.
In the books?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun. So next one, there are two voiceovers in the book, or in the trailer. Do you know who the two voiceovers are? Which two characters?
One's Percy, right?
No, Percy did the voiceover of the first one.
Oh.
I think.
Is one Chiron?
So the first, I'll give you the quotes.
Okay.
Which will make it much easier. The first one is when it opens up, it says, "The stories I've told you about the Greek gods and the half-bloods, they are real."
Oh, that's
is it his
Chiron.
mom? Oh. Wait, is it
Or is
a
it his
man
mom?
or
Yeah, is it a
mom?
man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Yeah, I
then
thought
it's
it
his
would be
mom.
his mom.
I did a horrible job depicting a woman, didn't I? The stories I've told you.
Why you sound
That's an
like
old
Winnie
lady.
the Pooh?
Oh, bother. Percy, the stories I've told you.
I like the lady who played Sally in the first one, in the movie. She was actually good.
So, yes, the first quote was the mother. And the second quote is, Percy Jackson, we have been expecting you.
Is it Zeus or Poseidon? Or is it Chiron?
I think that one's Chiron.
That's Chiron. As
Dude.
depicted by Glenn Thurman, the actor who will play him.
If there's one thing that you need to know about godly parents, is they don't give a crap about their kids. Like,
Well, in the first one, he visits them. In the first book, he visits them in the Empire State Building.
barely. I think that's at the beginning of the trailer. Percy's like going through an elevator. I think that's supposed to be the Empire State Building.
That's cool.
Yeah, because that's where Olympus is.
Yeah.
Because Olympus travels time and time again to wherever like the like modern civilization base is or whatever.
I sometimes get that movie and Tomorrowland mixed up. Because in Tomorrowland, don't they end up like on the top of, what's the Eiffel Tower?
I think that was the Eiffel Tower, yeah.
And instead of Greek gods or whoever they're supposed to be, it was like Tesla,
Mark Twain and stuff.
Mark Twain, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's funny.
All right, next up we got two important items that were left out of the original movie. One being Annabeth's knife, which we had already talked about.
No, we didn't talk about. Oh, I guess.
The fact that she was doing her Fury fight, which I thought was like the name of.
She's raging.
I thought that was one of her special powers.
Ultimate
like,
ability.
Annabeth
that was her
used
ult.
rage.
That was her E. Is it E?
No,
R.
it's R.
R. Okay.
Or Q if you're playing.
So that, I guess, wasn't in the first film, but is very prominent in the books.
Okay.
And then the other is Percy's necklace, which can be seen in the opening scene of the trailer.
Like the leather necklace with the bead on it? He gets that at the end of the summer.
Yeah, I guess they get a bead.
They get a bead at the end of every summer that they're there.
For each year, okay.
Yep. And Annabeth has a bunch because she's been there since she was like 2 years old. Not really.
Because her mommy doesn't love her. Just kidding.
I mean, kinda. I mean,
we're
just
really peeling back the onion, aren't we?
Foster home for all of them.
No, she has a loving dad. She just like lived on the streets for a while with Luke because of monsters chasing them or whatever. I think her dad did give up on her for a little bit or something. I don't know. He's too busy being a professor in California.
All right, we got two more left. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is an iconic scene that was omitted from the first movie, but was very prominent in the books. And they show a beach.
The dam? Oh.
They show a beach in the trailer. What's significant about a beach?
That's where Percy gets claimed by Poseidon. Maybe.
That's a good place to find Poseidon, I guess. That makes sense.
Maybe.
It said it had something to do with in the Lightning Thief book, culminates in an iconic fight scene. So who's fighting on the beach in Lightning Thief?
I don't remember. I need to reread the books, honestly.
All right,
because the dam was in the third book.
Books. Come back next week. Do the same episode again.
The dam was in the third book.
This is a family show. We wish you'd stop cursing.
No, let's go to the damn gift shop. They go to the Hoover Dam. And they say that all the time. They say, let's get a damn snow cone or something.
So you had read these books when we went and visited the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't shut up about it.
And I was so proud. Look, Mom, another damn gift shop. All right, one more to go.
Wait,
Okay.
who is he fighting?
Oh, I don't know. It said the article specifically said without spoiling anything.
Probably Zeus.
Yeah, I would guess so.
Oh. All right.
Zeus should
The
pick
third
a
book is
fight with him
bad.
near water though.
Yeah.
All right,
Should give
last
him
up,
advantage.
Okay.
we've got the song playing throughout the trailer.
Oh, I heard it.
There was
Anybody-
a song.
It was like, it said something about a riptide.
Yes, the name of the song is Riptide by Vance Joy.
Oh, that was. How did I miss that?
It was like right at the end. It was like,
Oh.
to riptide. Or something, I don't know.
Well,
Is that,
that's.
is that a song you already know?
Yeah, it was
I think
popular
so.
in like 2013 or something.
Okay.
It's the easiest song to play on ukulele.
And what's
Yeah,
the
it was-
significance of it for this trailer?
Oh, because Riptide is the name of Percy's sword /
Yeah.
pen.
That's a nice little Easter egg, if you will, for a trailer.
Yeah. I wonder if in the show they're going to make the pen a pen cap pen or a ballpoint pen. Because I think in the book it was a pen cap pen, but I think in the movie they made it a ballpoint, like a clicking pen. So I don't.
So you don't have to keep on chasing the cap everywhere and putting it in your pocket and stuff.
Well, I know the entire pen is enchanted to always end up in Percy's pockets. I don't know if the cap, because when I was reading the book, I think it was always like, well, how is he just like, he's just like putting the pen cap on the tip of the sword and then it turns back into a pen?
I thought it
I
was a
don't know.
ballpoint pen.
Well,
Just
it's always a
clicky.
ballpoint pen, but like a clicky pen? I don't remember what type
Yeah, I
of
thought
pen
it was like a clicky.
Oh. I don't remember. I think I don't know. That's Riptide, though.
Cool. So is there anything else that you saw in the trailer that you would like to discuss? Or bring up?
Obviously not, since I don't remember it. The characters look really cool.
Yeah, they look young.
They're also young, which is great. Because they'll be able to act for a long time and actually be accurate to the story.
Yeah, but this is Disney, so we'll be lucky if they get 2 movies out before they decide to reboot, like Robin Hood or something. Live action Robin Hood, they're going to use a real fox. I still don't forgive them for Lion the Witch, the Wardrobe, the Narnia series.
Right? They should redo that. Honestly, I don't want them to, because, well, I don't know. They should start over with the first book. And just, like, do every book.
They should redo all the books, but use the Muppets.
What do you mean, the Muppets?
Like they made Muppet Haunted Mansion.
What?
What do you mean, Muppet Haunted Mansion?
Last year, they made a Muppet Haunted Mansion.
Oh, and then they just made a Haunted Mansion movie?
Yeah. But yeah, just cast the whole movie with different Muppets as the characters.
Okay. Next week, we decide which Muppet is which Pevensey.
Which
And why is Grover Edmund? Because he is. Miss Piggy is Susan. There's only like one girl Muppet.
well,
Miss Piggy's definitely the White Witch.
Well, there's the one from the Electric Wonderland band or whatever it's called.
True.
The one that's always drugged out, hippie.
Do we make Fozzie Bear dress up like a lion again?
Oh, that'd be
Oh
awesome.
my goodness.
Because he did that in The Wizard of Oz.
See? The Muppets
That
are
movie traumatized me.
used for all
Muppets.
types of adaptations. You got so much IP.
Yeah.
We could come up with something. Maybe all the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Are Muppets?
No. It could be in Narnia.
Oh. There's only one girl in that too.
Then how about we
Manga?
take all of the Disney IP and we do a draft style
Okay.
for Narnia
Sounds like a plan.
so that all of our 2 listeners may or may not be interested in Narnia and or Disney.
I feel like Percy Jackson to Narnia is a pretty easy translation. I feel like transition. I feel like that was natural. I feel like you like one, you like the other.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with either one of them.
No?
But Percy Jackson doesn't have Santa Claus, though.
It doesn't.
Some random Santa Claus in the middle
But
of a
Narnia doesn't have Tyson.
fantasy movie.
You remember Tyson, Dani, right?
Oh, Tyson.
I love Tyson.
Percy was mean to Tyson in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, because he's just a little baby.
He's just a big baby.
He's a big baby. Maybe they can shove him in a gun and make people
It's a
find
small
invisible
world
things.
Not a gun, a jar.
A jar.
A jar with fluids in it.
Ew.
What?
All right, so I think that's going to wrap it up then.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So we have to wait till December now to see the show.
No. That gives me a lot of time to reread the books.
Is it all going to come out at once or one episode at a time?
It said 2-episode premiere. So it's probably going to be 2 episodes and then a weekly after that.
Yeah, so we have to wait till December, which means we may get a couple more trailers too before then.
Hopefully.
Longer than
I don't
30
know if
seconds.
I don't know if we talked about the first trailer when it came out. I think we did, but I'm going to say it again. But the first trailer was like almost word for word the beginning of the book.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. Because it was like narrated by Percy. Oh, and then I think Rick just released a new book. I don't know what it is.
Rick.
Yeah.
You're on first name basis.
Well, his name, I don't want to say his name wrong. Rick
Riordan.
Riordan. People say it so many different ways.
Okay, I don't think
Anyway.
he's listening to care.
Rick,
But he
please
is.
listen. Give us 5-star rating on podcast app. But he dedicated his newest book to the actors that play Percy, Annabeth, and Grover in the show.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah. He seems to be really proud of them.
Nice.
Nice.
Noise.
All right, so let's wrap up this episode.
Logan Lerman better be Poseidon. That's all I'm going to say.
Who's Logan Lerman?
Percy? OG Percy?
Oh.
He better be
Think they're-
Poseidon.
Is that
Think
like
they're
a
gonna cast
rumor?
him?
There's like a rumor, but I don't know. I don't think they've cast Poseidon yet. It's probably going to be a surprise. I don't know.
Does he look old enough to have a 10-year-old
Yes.
son?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
They can make him
Because
look
gods
old.
are immortal.
True.
that's true.
And we don't even see them in their true godly power. Because if you do, and you're pregnant with Zeus's child, then Dionysus pops out of you when you explode.
Anyways.
TMI.
I don't know. I was just giving you a little bit more context of what I said earlier about Dionysus' birth.
And exploding.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah.
ask to see a god's true form if you're immortal. Because then you gonna die.
And on that note, we want to thank you as always for listening to the podcast. It's hard to segue away from that one.
It's hard when I know so much about Percy Jackson and then know so much about Greek mythology because of college classes I took. But it's okay.
It must be hard being you.
It is so hard having all this knowledge in my head that nobody cares about.
I've got similar problems. Let me spend about 2 hours explaining to you 1970s radio technology.
Yippee!
Yippee!
That some of us are still using today.
Who?
I can't name names.
Oh.
But yeah, so we want to thank you for listening to this episode. Let us know what you think about the new Percy Jackson stuff. Let us know if you're excited about that. You can send us an email, podcast@familygeekery.com, or you can hit us up on one of our socials.
Tweet at us. Oh, sorry.
X at us.
No.
No.
We're not using Elon Musk's name until he calls his child by their correct name. Boom. Easy.
Boom. we're standing strong on that one, whatever the heck that means.
Support trans kids is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm down with that. So yeah, so thank you for listening to the podcast. Reach out to us. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you'd like to hear from us in future episodes. We're always willing to entertain you with stuff that you want to be entertained by. But until next time,
Peace
out and geek
out.
out. Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.